Pedro from A&P-REACTS. I am here today with two members of Grailknights. How are you guys doing?
Oh, very well. Thanks.
Yeah, we're doing great.
What about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Being in your presence alone has made my day 100 times better.
Feel your muscles pumping.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I've been pumping iron before I came here.
I can already see your arms growing.
Yeah, that's perhaps not from pumping iron. That's perhaps from doing other things. But we're not going to get into that today. I hope. I hope. Do you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves? So for those of that are watching this interview that are not very familiar with Grailknights, at least they get to know a little bit more about yourselves.
Of course, yeah, sure. I'm Duncan MacLeod. I play the bass in the band Grailknights, and I'm here with my fellow friend.
So Optimus Prime. I'm the vocalist of the Grailknights.
So we're here with the bassist and the vocalist, pretty much the two members of any band that get all the girls.
Exactly.
Nah, come on. Yeah, sure.
No, I hear the bass after the lead singer. Normally, the bassist is the most popular member of any band. Is that correct?
Really? Where did you get that from?
Maybe my research is flawed.
Yeah, maybe you should do a little more research.
Oh no, basically you're right. But there's his girlfriend is watching this your channel, so we shouldn't kind of talk.
Okay, so we need
that's fine.
Too much in detail, you know.
That's fine.
Okay, so what you're saying is we need to change subjects.
Yeah, exactly. Getting red already.
It's hard to tell under the superhero mask. I want to get into the whole superhero, but before we talk about that, I want to talk to you guys about your latest record that came out in 2018, Nightfall. I want you guys to talk a little bit about that record and in terms of the work that went into putting that album together, the creative process behind it. Is this something that you guys do as a group? Is there specific members within the band that work on specific portions of the record? How does it all come together for Grailknights?
Well, it's basically ideas from all the members, but well, we do not write our album in our practice room anymore. We did that a couple of 10 years ago. No time for that anymore. Have to do too much superhero stuff besides, and so we meet up and we have a beer and we kind of
2 or 3
sit together and well compose our songs. And we meet up. For example, sometimes we two meet up, and sometimes Sovereign Storms is joining us, and sometimes Count Cranium is there as well. Sometimes we sit on our own, but then he's
always here with us.
Always a little bit sad. But that's basically it. Yes.
Do you guys find it hard to find that time to work on records when you guys are fighting evil villains all the time?
Yeah. It goes pretty much hand in hand, you know. While fighting evil Dr. Skull, our arch enemy, the songs just come to our minds, and then we blast it out, and Skull just runs away. Gets what's the word?
I didn't listen. Sorry.
Oh, you'll never listen.
No, because it's you know, fighting evildoers is a full-time gig, right? So like, I mean, you guys are fighting the evildoers. You guys are fighting and being superheroes, and then you still have to find time to create some cool riffs, write some cool lyrics. You know, like how does that? How do you guys manage all of that? It's like incredible amounts of multitasking. Is that one of your special powers, multitasking?
No,
it's just one of it. That's just one of it. But Sir Optimus Prime's superpowers.
Oh, I'm sure Peter will ask this question later, because everybody asks us for our superpowers. You know, what are your superpowers? And you definitely will. I'm pretty sure. And if you're not, then you surprise me. So
no, I haven't. I definitely have that question prepared. So
you see.
I'm just trying to warm you guys up before we get into that, because I don't know if you guys are willing to reveal everything about yourselves.
Yeah. So actually, it is pretty hard to combine everything. And although we have, of course, our superpowers, but they are definitely not multitasking. That's not one of our superpowers. No, there are lots of no, definitely not.
Right.
So it is kind of hard because Dr. Skull is always disturbing us when we get into creative process, and basically the songs are our weapons. You know, our battle choir is kind of singing with us, fighting with us. Our songs kind of lead to the path of victory, or kind of are the path.
Right,
you know,
right, yeah.
and so he kind of disturbs us whenever he can. When we sit kind of relaxed in Castle Grayskull or wherever. Right now we're not in Castle Grayskull, but it's a secret where we are. Very sorry.
It's a secret hangout.
Sorry.
Is this like the catacombs, like the under? Perhaps you guys are under the Castle Grayskull.
Not right now, but normally we are.
Is that where most of the creative process happens, within the castle?
Yeah, of course.
No, well, it's basically more the cave. The caves underneath the castle.
It depends how we feel, you know.
Oh, there's caves underneath the castle.
We have a cave, of course.
Ooh.
Every superhero kind of have a cave.
Well,
Cave.
well,
Every superhero
every
has a cave. Exactly.
I mean, Spider-Man doesn't have a cave.
Ah, yes, you just.
But I get what you were going. So, one of the questions related is, who was the designer of Castle Grayskull? Did you guys employ the same guy who designed Grayskull? Is it the same architect?
We did not design it. We did not ask him. We did not employ him. We just stole it. You know.
Well, that's not very superhero of you guys to just.
Not really.
Oh, you got us there. Okay.
I love the tea. Is that Earl Grey?
Sorry.
The tea.
Oh no, it's
Earl Grey.
It's no, it's beer actually. but we thought it would be kind of look more posh and like more fancy if we kind of have nice.
I'll tell you one thing. It definitely looks a lot more classy.
Yeah, exactly.
Classy. Yeah, right. Thanks.
Yeah, it's definitely looking a lot more classy. I like the look. It really brings you guys are bringing a whole new look to the band and to the group of superheroes by drinking beer through teacups.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I just feel like this is something that perhaps a trend that will start amongst other superheroes.
That might be true. Is there a superhero who drinks beer in a teacup?
No. Is there a superhero who drinks beer? I don't know.
No, but if there isn't one, there is one now, and perhaps there will be more in the future. You never know. And that actually makes me think about something. What is your personal take on the Power Rangers? Are you guys friends with those guys? Do you guys dislike them? You know, what's your thoughts on the Power Rangers?
Well, that's kind of your business.
Mine.
You're kind of into the Power Ranger business.
Yeah, a little bit. Wait, let me take a sip first. The Power Rangers. I guess we've only met once. That was per accident when we were fighting Dr. Skull near the fields here, right behind Castle Grayskull. And then those guys just appear out of nowhere and asked us if we have seen bald and like skinny, bony guy. And yeah, we were like, yeah, damn, we know that guy. And then we talked a little bit, had a cup of tea, and then they left. Like, we don't know them very good, but we've seen each other.
So it was like one of those casual encounters.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
There's another group of, perhaps, I don't know if you want to call them superheroes, but there's another group of characters. Let's go with characters. That I remember the first time that I encountered you guys, and I saw one of your videos, I made the horrible, unforgivable mistake of comparing you guys with Gloryhammer. So is that something that you guys took personally? Like, no, we're not Gloryhammer. They're copying us. We're not copying them. Is that something that really, I don't know, boiled up inside of you guys when I made that comparison with Gloryhammer?
It's not a mistake. I mean, your son Antonio just got it right after you said we look like Gloryhammer. He said, no, wait, those guys are superheroes. And then I was thinking, oh, okay, now he's getting it.
It was a small mistake. You guys have to understand. I was not expecting what I got. It was a lot to digest in one sitting. It was like having a big meal when you're not hungry.
That's a great comparison, but I understand you. Yeah.
Yeah, and that video, by the way, that video is absolutely incredible. How have you guys really give some thought about the action figures? I know you guys have that little popped vinyl there, but have you actually given some thought about going all out with Grailknights with Grailknights action figures?
Yeah, that's maybe you part.
Well, yes, we've planned producing action figures for like 2 years now, and we're still kind of trying to. And those you see in the video, they were kind of, we had them before the video, and then we thought, well, we've got cool action figures, we should put them into the video as well. But we were not able to kind of produce them in kind of mass production, Mm-hmm. It's very difficult to produce an action figure because especially on your own, mm-hmm. because you have to paint them and you have to get the right material, and they get sticky after 2 weeks, and then you have to do it all over again. And so we got like 50 action figures at home, and they are all still kind of sticky and
you can't really play with them. Yeah. And I guess it's also dangerous because the material used is not that healthy. I mean, we can play with them because we don't get hurt by using them, obviously.
And your fingers already look like a rotten. Okay. So we're still trying to get them into on the market.
Yeah, because I honestly think there is a demand for that kind of stuff these days. People want to play with Grailknights. They want to play with you guys.
Oh, we know that.
That sounds so wrong.
That sounds so wrong.
I was again with the bass player and the vocalist. Yeah.
Going back to that video on a more serious note, not that what we've been talking about is not serious, but on a more serious note, how did you guys get Joachim Bodom, or AKA Chuck Lidell, on that song, on that track?
Well, it was actually, first of all, we know him for quite a while because we toured in 2008 with Sabbath, and so we had our last contact was in 2014 or 2000, or no, maybe it's 2011. Doesn't matter. So we actually wrote him an email, sent him the song, and asked him, "Can you join us?" And it was like 20 minutes later.
Yeah, that was amazing.
There was his feedback, and just like fucking great song, guys. I will join you. So we were like,
I was writing something along those lines. That's a fucking great song. Count me in. Let's do this.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because we didn't expect that reaction, and we did not expect that fast reaction. And but right after we finished this song, we two guys, it was just like we did not talk about it, correct? Just
no, not really.
And I just thought, wow, that's a song Joachim will. I'm sure he will join it. So I just sent this email and this song, the demo, and he just wrote back very quickly, and that was cool.
No, the song is absolutely incredible. I think it was such a everything about that was good. The video was good. The song is great. You put those two things together. You add them to the video. You add them to the song. It's like it's the whole hallmark for a great song to fight evil.
Thank you very much. It's a good weapon.
Yeah.
Yes,
it's a good weapon. Yeah,
it's it's a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would definitely go with that. And on that note, you guys are going to be playing at Sabaton Open Air this year. How excited are you guys to be on that bill?
I'm very excited to play. I mean, at the Sabaton Open Air, that's huge and amazing. And it's in Sweden. And the Sabaton Open Air Festival, like created by Sabaton, that's a huge honor. And it's amazing. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is when you guys go on stage and you're performing live, is there ever a moment where you guys get so lost in the music and what you're doing that you almost forget that you're playing in front of all those people, and you think that perhaps you feel like you're just in front of friends playing in a small little venue? Like, do you guys block everything, or do you try to suck everything in, the energy from the audience and everything into your performance? Well, what approach do you guys take when playing in front of such big crowds like that?
Well, the energy of the crowd is basically the most important thing. The energy of a crowd of 20 people can be amazing, as well as the energy of a crowd of 5,000. Okay, so sometimes you play in front of 1,000 people, and the energy is they like it and they kind of love it, but the energy kind of does not jump over or get, you know,
the spark does not jump over. Yeah,
and so the energy is basically very important, and I'm pretty. Our performance is often very much influenced by the energy of the crowd, and it's also the feeling afterwards that is basically influenced by the energy of the crowd. When the crowd is good, when the crowd is hot, when they start immediately. We played this nice German festival, Rockharts. It's in the eastern part of Germany, almost northeastern part, and right from the beginning, fantastic audience, fantastic energy. And it was so amazing, you know.
Yeah.
And they are all. You have these guys already dressed up like superheroes in the crowd and already screaming "Grounds Battle Choir, yes sire!" and having capes and doing their own fantastic party and yeah.
Yeah, people were dressing up like us, and that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do not forget everything around me. I just. I try to suck it in.
You try to absorb as much energy as you can and then put it back out in your performance.
Exactly. That's it.
Now when you guys are performing, forgive me for this question, because I have never had the pleasure to see you guys perform live. Maybe that will change someday, hopefully soon. So I have to ask you this question. While you guys have been performing, have you ever been attacked by your arch enemies while you're on stage? Because you would figure that perhaps a time where you guys most vulnerable, because you're not really expecting to fight evil at that time.
Mm-hmm. Well, we actually on stage we are fighting evil directly, so we kind of expect evil to
fight back.
Yeah,
come at us.
Yeah, and that's why we kind of push our battle choir to even fight harder and to support us and to scream and to sing along, and that's basically it.
Yeah, basically every concert is a battle against evil Dr. Skull. The Grailknights and the battle choir work together to fight evil.
Mm-hmm.
So every concert is basically a struggle between good and evil.
Yes, that's right.
Wow.
And before the final battle at the end of the concert, we have to kind of get well in shape, you know, and train hard and
pump some muscles
and get well tanked up. That's basically it. Yes.
Oh, do you want some more tea?
Yeah, tea. Yes, please.
Tea.
Tear.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Let me ask you about Grailham City. Where exactly in the universe is that city placed? Just to give me an idea.
Yeah, it's well, of course you know Eternia.
Yes, yeah, I'm very familiar with Eternia.
And you know this place where these little blue guys live. These I don't know, in English you call them shrums or something like this. We call them Schlümpfe.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like a bunch of guys with one old dude and just one chick.
One blonde lady. Sorry?
Smurfs.
Smurfs, of course. Yeah. Smurfs, our neighbors. I should know that.
How could we forget that? Smurfs.
Smurfs. You would have known the name of Smurfs, correct?
Maybe because we share the same color.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. That's kind of racist of a question for you to ask.
I was going to say that, yeah.
That's slightly racist. By the way, I always found the Smurfs extremely disturbing because you have a bunch of guys, one old dude who runs the show, and there's only one girl.
girl, yeah.
I want
She's
to be
busy.
I want to be last.
I want to be last.
I always found it very disturbing. But anyways, you were talking about Grailham City, and you were talking about Eternia, the Smurfs. So where exactly does the city fall in place?
Well, kind of in between, you know. Kind of
Wow.
in between. Yeah.
I mean,
So it's like instead of taking a left turn to Eternia, you kind of go straight, passing the Smurfs, and then you're there.
yeah,
Almost.
exactly.
Almost.
But we never managed to pass the Smurfs until now. So
It's like you guys are neighbors. The Smurfs are basically neighbors.
They're basically neighbors,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, like a bunch of small little neighbors that live in mushrooms. I'm thinking the mushrooms are magic because they're blue. So
Yes.
that's kind of the rationale that I'm putting together here. Now, has Grailham City ever suffered a unicorn invasion?
Not yet. Hopefully, one day.
And the question is, are you guys prepared to deal with a bunch of horny horses?
well,
when I actually thought that you were talking about Gloryhammer because they always talk about unicorn invasions.
yeah.
But you were talking about the real ones, correct?
Well, it was kind of like a little bit of both.
Okay.
There's a little bit of, I'm not going to lie. There's a little bit of both.
Okay. Well, have we already experienced real unicorns in Grailham City?
No, only our beer supplying steed.
Yes, and she's a horse, and
she's beautiful.
Yeah, and she's a beer supplying horse. Her name is Beer Beauty, and she always brings beer on stage. And her mother is called Schnapps Beauty, but she's she's kind of what you call it
in retirement.
In rear.
Yeah, the reason I'm asking you about the unicorns is really because of both. Because you mentioned Eternia, and I can't remember where Princess Sheila lives because she moves out when she's like a teenager or something. She moves out, and I remember she has a horse that's a unicorn, but it has wings. So I'm thinking if they're close by and she has a horse that's a unicorn with wings, there is a chance that there's more than one. Therefore, there's a chance that there could be a stampede and they could invade the city. And therefore, you guys would have to deal with a unicorn invasion.
I've never thought about that before.
Yeah, but
I put a lot of thought into this. Like, did you see the amount of thought process that went into?
Yeah, I see it, and it's perfect. I mean, we should prepare for that.
It was not Sheila; it was Shira, correct?
Oh,
Shira.
My mistake. I'm horrible with names.
That's okay. That's okay.
I apologize.
No problem. Maybe we should talk like we could write a song about unicorn invasion, and then we could also talk about a place named Dundee or something like this.
Well, maybe
I think it's been done.
It's wrong and confuse us with Gloryhammer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that has never happened before, but it could happen.
I think the only way you guys can work around that song, I honestly think I think there's something there, because let me explain this to you guys. First of all, I think you guys could talk about a unicorn invasion, but instead of referring to them as unicorns, refer to them as horny horses. So that could be a way to bypass the copyright restrictions, is by referring to them as horny horses. So that's my take on it. And I think the second part of it is this. Nothing better than a crossover. Everybody loves those superhero shows when there's another superhero visiting that show that doesn't belong to that show at all. You know what I mean? Like when you're watching, Wonder Girl, or you're watching Supergirl, and then Superman does a little bit of a cameo. Everybody loves that, right? So perhaps
from Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was great.
Yeah, exactly. So you can incorporate like something like that. So I think these are the starts of something glorious, of something epic.
Yeah. Maybe we should keep that in mind.
You never know. I mean, you have to keep all your doors open, all your avenues open.
Peter, you thought a lot about horny horses, and is it really the horse with a horn?
The unicorn, like the horse with a horn, basically is a horny horse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sounds
Now, we talked about this before, but I was waiting for the right time, and I feel like now it's the right time because we're talking about crossover. We're talking about fighting unicorns, fighting horny horses. So the question I have is, let's talk a little bit about your special powers, because in order for us to take this to the next level and stop a unicorn invasion, we perhaps need to know what are your specific special powers, because I'm sure people watching this are dying to know what's lying beneath the mask. What are your special gifts?
Yeah.
You want to show?
What show?
Oh, I want
well-
to see what's underneath the suit. I just want to know what the powers are.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, mine isn't that spectacular. It's not that.
Actually, it is.
Well, I can make myself invisible. That's basically it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can you demonstrate?
Yeah, of course I can. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, this is going to be grandeur.
Wait, I have to kiss the Holy Grail before, okay?
Oh, there's a horny grail?
No, but the Holy Grail.
Oh, the Holy Grail. Oh.
Horny Grail. This makes me kind of horny right now. But by the power of the Horny Grail.
Oh, wow. That was amazing. I know.
But he's actually still there. You just cannot see them, but you can talk to him.
So,
I mean,
how does it feel to be invisible?
I was just asking him for a beer. Wait a second. Could you give me a beer, Sir Optimus Prime?
Of course, here it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes.
Thanks.
Oh, wow. I mean, this is not, by the way, this is not CGI. This is real. This is happening right now. Wow.
This is real, yeah.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
what
this-
was your...
This is incredible.
Shall I come back?
Yeah, I
Right
think
now?
I think everybody wants to see you back. Oh, wow.
Whoa, there you are!
Oh,
Whoa.
Amazing.
That is a great skill to have.
Well, yeah, it's not. It's kind of superhero everyday stuff, you know, being
Yeah.
invisible.
Wow.
It comes in handy for him when, like, sneaking up to women in changing
Come on.
rooms. And
Oh,
I was not supposed to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that could be tricky in when you guys are hanging out at the castle. Like you never know when you're really alone.
That's right. That's right. So we have
Yeah.
special locks on our doors that he can't open.
Now, do you guys have a special light or something in order to check the room to see if he's there? Like, is there any way that you can tell? Because you guys are like brothers. So is there any way you can tell? Like, do you have a special gift that you know when he's in the room, when he's invisible?
Most of the time, I just open a bottle of beer and then he appears right beside me.
they can always smell me. They smell.
And also that,
It's a
yeah.
beautiful odor, you know.
Wow, that's a great superpower to have. Oh, what about yours?
Actually, I'm like Batman, you know. I don't have like real superpowers, but I can put in the USB stick at the first try.
Oh, I mean, that's a skill on its own.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
But there's nothing else I can.
Really impressed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that you're the bass player, so you really already have so much going for you. Now you're revealing that your superpower is really inserting a USB at first try.
Yeah.
Like life could not be going better for you, really.
Yeah. That's right. But also, I can cook mid rice in 59 seconds. That's pretty damn amazing, I think.
Once again, I think from the moment that you told everybody that you're the bass player, things have only got better since then, as far as your skill set is concerned.
Yeah, there's not much more stuff I'm really good at, as I said, but I'm pretty happy about the stuff I can do.
So that makes me like, okay, so so let's talk. Before I want to concentrate about you more about your. I was going to say about your special powers, but it's more lack of special powers than actually special powers. before we do that, what are the special powers of the other members that are not here today? Can you guys divulge?
Divulge?
Yeah, can you guys let us know, or is it a secret? Like,
Well, I have not asked them right now, but
I have no idea.
no.
Sometimes, like they don't want to talk about that because it might be a superpower that's just as bad as mine, and they're happy when they're not under my power.
I find it hard to believe that in a group of superheroes, anybody has worse superpowers than you. I mean, like, it's really pulling at straws at this point in time. Really, like, like atomic farts would perhaps be one of the superpowers that would perhaps be worse. But let's not get into that.
Well, those could come in very handy too. I don't know.
If you count atomic farts like a superpower, then the rest of the band has all absolute bombastic superpowers.
Yeah.
It seems like with every minute that's going by, you guys are drinking more. Now I'm starting to think that this is perhaps another hidden superpower.
Maybe no. I guess it's just training.
Just training.
All the battles. We need beer with the battle choir. We drink beer together and fight Dr. Skull. That's like Popeye.
We don't drink that
Oh,
much.
with the spinach.
That's our spinach, right?
That's beer's our spinach. You mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about a lot of things. You guys mentioned that you have a cave, that most superheroes have a cave, even though that's perhaps not completely true, as we identified Spider-Man as not having a cave, at least not that we know of. Maybe he does have one, but he just doesn't want people to know about it. Now, in that cave, do you guys have like a method of transportation that you use?
No, we fly. No, we just fly.
Oh, so you guys don't have like a vehicle of sorts?
No, but most of the time we're riding
Our horse?
Our beer supplying steed.
Yes.
That's pretty fast.
Exactly. And when we're in our cave, we just fly.
No, you guys only have one horse for all of you guys to ride? Like, do you guys take turns? Like,
It's a lucky horse.
that's the horse is busy.
Always.
Like does it pool? Like does it take one, come back for the other, or does it take all at the same time? Can he handle all of you at the same time?
He can handle all of us, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, wow.
How should we get from one battle to another if she could not handle all of us?
Yeah.
For one, I would suggest you get more horses. That would be a good idea. Maybe after the horny horses invade, you guys can capture some, train them, and then use them as a method of transportation.
Beer Beauty would be pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Yes, she's kind of.
She's always so jealous.
Yes, exactly. She's
Oh, I see.
the star of the castle,
Oh, I see. Yeah, you don't want to upset. You don't want to upset the status quo, if you will.
Exactly.
You want to keep. Because I was just thinking of possible sponsorships. You guys could get like a vehicle and Das Auto on it, or you know what I mean, like something. You know what I mean? Like nothing says fighting crime like a sponsorship.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
I was just thinking of your well-being.
But Peter, I'm sure you've got a suggestion. What would it be? What kind of vehicle for us guys exactly?
Oh, I think this is my idea. I think each one of you should have your own car, and then when you guys would show up to battle, putting all the cars together would perhaps create like a super duper robot. I don't know, fighting like
we would copy the Power Rangers at this point.
Oh, they've done that already?
They have done that already, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Those guys. A bunch of dicks. Here I am thinking this was going to be a unique idea for you guys, and we already did it. Damn it. Anyways, let me ask you this. For the rest of, before we talk about 2019, I want to ask you guys two more questions before I let you go, because I'm sure right now there's evil going all over the place, and you guys have to go fight evil because that's what you do all the time, unless you're too overwhelmed by the tea to go fight evil. But I wanted to ask you guys this about last year, 2018. for you guys, what were some of the highlights of 2018?
We should do this chronologically.
Should we? I can't remember the chronology.
Maybe you've had too much tea.
Maybe. Well, one highlight was absolutely our Nightfall release, and our Grail Fest was really cool. We had a nice little release festival, and met a lot of friends and cool bands. And later on, we kind of kicked Skull's ass on beautiful Warcards Festival. At Dong Open Air was beautiful.
That festival is really called Dong Open Air.
Yeah, it's called Dong Open Air.
It's not a made-up name.
No, there's a mountain. There's a mountain. And the mountain is called Dong.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Dong?
Dong.
Like Dong?
Dong.
Dong.
D-O-N-G.
Dong.
Yeah, Dong. Wow. So, all right.
It was basically one big epic highlight. Stop thinking about it. And
it's kind of hard to walk away from the Dong. You know what I mean? It's when you guys slap me.
What else was cool?
Like the working with Joachim.
But that was actually in 2017, correct? Yes.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, that was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
Time flies. Our kind of our Japan? It was our Japan release of Nightfall was really cool as well. To have your own CD released in Japan is really nice. What else was
did you guys included any bonus tracks on that release? Because normally,
we had two bonus tracks. One was a new song, which has not been released here in Europe or in the States or wherever, and one is our song "Dead or Alive" in Japanese.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did the singing?
Yes. Please don't ask me to do it now.
No worries. Moving on. Oh wow, that's a lot of cool stuff. Really, I mean, I honestly cannot walk away from the Dong, but everything else also sounded extremely pleasant. What about 2019? Oh, you have anything else to add to the 2018 highlight?
Our Pumping Iron tour, like the tour, with the new album. We started the tour in, I don't know when did it start.
In 2018.
Yeah.
It was in autumn 2018.
Yeah. Autumn 2018, and it's still going.
I was seeing you guys still have a bunch of dates coming up as well, and you have some shows with a band that I think I think I cannot pronounce the name of the band if my life depended on it.
Yeah, almost. They're called.
No, let him try.
Okay.
I'm trying. You guys are enjoying my pain and suffering here. Like, I cannot pronounce the name of that band if my life depended on it. It's like Frodo Baggins. I mean, I cannot say the name of the band. I like their music.
But you know the meaning of the
translation.
The translation.
I think it has something to do with dicks, doesn't it?
Well, it could be.
Also maybe tail.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was dicks, but
yes, it is. It is. Yeah, it's kind of dick on fire,
Yeah, Dick on Fire. That's what somebody told me. Dick on Fire, which is a badass name. So you guys have some shows with them coming up this year, correct?
Correct. In December, and we're looking very much forward to it. Yeah, it's going to be a blast because these guys are fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're fun. They are kind of doing a great show, and I think we'll fit together perfectly. It will be, an epic blast.
Yeah, I saw. We did one of their videos on our channel. It was a live video, and the moment I saw the video, the first thing I thought about was you guys, because I knew that you guys were going to have the shows together, and I'm like, wow, you couldn't put a better pairing together, because I think it's gonna make for such a great live performance to have those two bands together.
Yeah.
Yeah, we think so too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be great, amazing.
Yes, we are already planning some shows for. Well, if you do not want to talk about Dicks on Fire anymore,
No. You can talk about dicks on fire. You can talk about open air dong or dong in the open air, whatever the dong is. I didn't know about this festival, but now I'm extremely excited about the chance of one day attending.
We should send you a shirt, correct?
Yeah,
we should send you a T-shirt
we
with
could
it.
send you a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, please do so. I'll be more than happy to wear a dong.
Yeah, you have to wear it in one of your videos. Then we're gonna send you a shirt.
What do I have to do?
You have to wear it in one of your videos.
I'll wear it in more than one. That's not even a problem.
That's what I thought.
Yes. So 2019 will be kind of exciting, I think.
Yeah.
And we got lots of shows, and we already got some shows for 2020. So it is quite a good time right now for us.
Yeah, it sounds like 2019 is perhaps going to be a very good year for you guys, following up the album release of 2018. I want to ask you guys perhaps two more questions. One is about the shows and the tours. As you guys are starting to tour around Europe, is there a plan for you guys long term to hit other places outside of Europe? I know sometimes it's difficult because of other circumstances, and plus evil never dies. To quote Judas Priest, evil never dies. So you guys cannot stray too far away from home, because there's always a chance that you have to be called back to fight some evil. But any plans?
Exactly. Kind of, Skull is everywhere, and of course it's well, I could not say it's a big dream to fight Skull kind of everywhere, because we do not really want to fight him, but we have to. Exactly.
We have to. It's nobody else is doing it.
But the good thing is that we always meet our battle choir. That we always kind of afterwards have a good drink and have a good party. And yeah, so long-term plans, always difficult to say. There can suddenly kind of appear a chance to hit some other countries outside Europe, but it is pretty difficult to get out of Europe for us, because it's expensive, you know. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Although we can fly and we can ride our horse, it's still a long way to go.
And you have to stop along the way.
And you need to have some guys, some valiant battle choir followers who join us.
Yeah.
And
people might not know us everywhere, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You're calling the battle choir and no one arrives. That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a little bit shameful, I must say.
Yes. Yeah. And so we kind of basically do it step by step, you know.
Yeah, gradually.
Let's see. We'll see what will happen, and but we're ready for everything, you know.
Now, with that Japanese release that you guys did, does that open the doors to that market for you guys?
It's pretty fresh right now. It's not. We did it in the end of October.
Right. That's like 3 months. Yeah.
Yes, and we also hope so, but we cannot. It's so difficult to fight Skull in Japan, and also, yeah.
But it's the first step, maybe.
Yes.
It's the first step to conquer a new area of the world to fight Skull. Yeah.
Last question for you guys before I let you go. You guys have been fighting Skull for a long time, but you don't seem to ever defeat him. Do you guys feel like you know, we need to change our game, we need to change something, because you keep fighting, but there seems to never be an end result. Will there ever be an end result?
Well, you could also ask the question, is Skull ever learning his lesson? You know, he's getting beat up all the time, but he always tries to come back, and he never succeeds. But so we still have hope that one day maybe he will learn and get another, or get a real job, you know, at the supermarket or something.
So the question is, why do we not keep the Grail after the battle, correct? Well, because we kind of we fight it back, and we have it, and we kiss it, and we love it, and we do stuff to it, and then kind of Skull grabs it and is gone again, you know. And that's just basically because we are partying too hard after the battle with our battle choir. Yes. Yeah, and we should. You say we should change that, correct?
Yeah, I'm thinking, maybe in one of the empty rooms of the castle, perhaps build a safe and keep it there.
The Grail normally does not make it to the castle. As I told you, we're not right here in the castle now. But normally the Grail is kind of in Skull's hands right after the battle.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Again.
see.
Again, sadly, yes. And so we have to get back on the road and fight for the Grail again.
Wow, he's a slippery little bugger, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, cheeky little
bastard.
Also clever. I guess he knows our weakness,
Yes, he knows our weakness.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I'm sad, Now you kind of made me think about that we're doing something wrong.
Well, I'm just saying that you guys, and when I first asked you the question, it was almost like I feel like you guys are working towards something, but you never reach the end result. So you keep repeating it. But now I'm starting to think the problem is perhaps not with you guys. The problem perhaps is with him.
But you know one thing. Now you're just telling us this, okay? And I did not realize it before, and so this is kind of devastating right now.
Oh, like we're getting. The Grail
he's kind of right. He's kind of right.
He is right. Yeah, but
I never thought about that before.
Fighting for the Grail, we managed to get the Grail out of Skull's hands.
But you're right. We're kind of losing it again and again.
Yeah, we keep losing it again, and
because my question is: at what point is his merit and your demerit involved? I mean, because he keeps getting it back. So does that mean that he's really good at getting it back, or you guys are really good at losing it, or vice versa? That's what I was trying to get at, because anytime you fight something for a long period of time, it's almost like you guys become interdependent of each other. One cannot live without the other. So there's a little bit of a love-hate relationship. Maybe some counseling between all of you would do some good.
Yes. We tried that.
Yeah. Well, but we tried that.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him?
No, we wrote him a letter, but unfortunately he can't read, so that was a problem.
Yeah, basically.
Well, R. Kelly has the same problem, by the way. Doesn't he?
You wrote him a letter?
No, I didn't. But I know he can't read. That's why I wouldn't write him a letter, because it would be completely useless.
Here are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you know the guy can't read, why would you write him a letter? Seriously.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before,
Yeah. That's
all
just some news you told us.
I know. Well, let's forgive him. After all, he has no superpowers and he plays the bass. You know what I mean? Life is already as bad as it is. I mean, let's not kick him while he's down.
It's kind of mean.
Yeah. Well, the truth hurts sometimes.
It does. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this was a blast. I had a pleasure sitting here with you guys, talking to you guys about all sorts of stuff. Before we go, do you guys want to let the folks watching know where's the best place for them to find your music, to find you guys, to get in touch with the band, purchase some merchandise, and do whatever it is that you want the choir to do? What are the best places for people to get a hold of you guys?
Oh, I actually don't know.
Let's send them a letter.
Well, of course, you can check out our homepage, our web castle. Let's say that. That sounds much better and more muscular. And well, if you're interested, you find us on YouTube, just like they find you. Correct? And
yeah.
And we always look forward to see some new battle choir faces on our Grail quests.
Also on like Spotify and Amazon, like we're available like everywhere you can get music.
Does this Facebook still exist?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe so for the time being. I'm going to put links on the description of the video to all the different places where people can find you guys and join the battle choir, so that we can once and for all perhaps hope, dream of defeating Skull forever and holding on. What did you call it? The Honey Grail?
The Honey Grail.
Honey Grail.
The horny Honey Grail. Yes, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, it would be a pleasure to do that one day. Maybe we fight together one day as well.
Maybe I can drive you guys to the fight if the horse is tired.
Horse is never tired.
I can get you guys there.
We also would love that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. All the best, and let's stay in touch.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much, Pedro.
Thank you.
Bye bye.